So my family owns a bed and breakfast. The story takes place during that really big hurricane in 2018. It was when the hurricane had just turned into a tropical storm. Sometime that morning, this lady, who is most commonly known as EP, called, and this is the following conversation that ensued. Phone rings. I pick up the phone and answer with, "Bed and breakfast." Speaking. A nice-mannered woman responds with, "Hi, me and my husband are spending a few nights with you in 2 weeks and we're wondering if we could bring our son with us. We can certainly add another person to your stay. May I ask how old your son is?" I say. "He is 10 years old." "Well, I am very sorry, but unfortunately we do not accept any children under 13 years old. He is very well-mannered and very mature for his age." "I'm sorry, ma'am, but it's simply policy." "Well, couldn't you just make an exception?" At this point I can see where it is heading, and usually when we don't want it to get out of hand, we just use this excuse. Once again I apologize, but the state says our B&B cannot accept anyone under 13. Now I can refer you to another B&B in the area who would be happy to accommodate your family. The state doesn't say anything about our age limit. We just feel that people come to our business to get away from children. "Oh well, I can't do that. I'll just stay at your business." "Okay, ma'am, anything else I can help you with?" "Of course, how much to add a third person in a separate room?" "To add another person would be whatever the rate on the room for those dates would be. But I must ask, are you referring to your son?" "No, of course not. He is too young," she said this so unconvincingly. "May I ask who you are brining?" "My son." "What the fuck, lady?" "Ma'am, as I said before, we cannot accept anyone under 13. Clearly frustrated, she says, "Well, can I just cancel my reservation then?" "If that is what you wish to do, then of course. We have a 14-day policy that you lie within, so we will have to keep your first night's deposit." "I'm not paying for a room I'm not sleeping in." "It's our policy, clearly stated when you make the reservation. There is a low chance the room can be re-rented, and it pays for the companies that route our business, as well as the credit card company and any supplies we bought in preparation of your stay." EP clearly does not understand this and continues to scream at me that I cannot take her money because she hasn't stayed with us. This goes back and forth until she just hang up in frustration. I go ahead and process the cancellation, and I thought that was the end of it. Oh boy, was I wrong. This is where the hurricane comes in. Phone rings. I answer the phone and say, "Bed and Bree. I want to cancel my reservation." It's EP calling back. "I've already processed the cancellation. It's taken care of." "So I have my money back?" "No, ma'am. We had to keep the first night's deposit." "Well, I saw your area is being affected by the hurricane." "That would be incorrect, ma'am. The coast did see some of the hurricane, but now it is a tropical storm and we expect to see no more than 3 inches of rain by the end of it." "Yeah, but all the highways are closed and it will be all wet and muggy." "They won't be closed in a week and a half when your reservation was, and it was your choice to vacation in a coastal state during hurricane season, ma'am." At this point she berates me with more screaming and she gets her husband on the phone. Who, if is reading this, I respect you, but damn dude. I am so sorry for you. The husband goes on to say, "So there's no way for us to get our money?" "No sir. It's simply the policy," I say, expecting hell to rain down. The husband sighs. "All right, thank you anyways. Have a nice day." "You too," I say, relieved for it to be over. Or so I thought. Again. No more than 5 minutes later. Phone rings. I answer again with ****B. I want my money or I am going to show up anyways, and I expect to be accommodated. Screams EM. Finally, my dad, who is also the owner, overhears this and takes the phone. Now I don't know what else EP decided to say for the next few minutes, but I do know my dad doesn't take any shit. My dad calmly responds with, "This is my home as well as my business. If you decide to show up, we will treat you as an intruder. The cops are no more than a few blocks away, and we have the right to defend our home." He hangs up, blocks the number, but not before writing it down on a sticky note and pasting it to the calendar on the date of arrival. Luckily for them, EP and her kid never showed. But if her husband ended up divorcing her and sees this, I'll happily have you stay at the lodge for a free night.